Hi, it's a privilege to welcome you to our Experience Center. Here we showcase our legacy, our partnership, our capabilities and how we propose to expand human possibility. Our offerings are a direct response to your digital need, and right from our inception, we have bet big on innovation even as we strive to serve you. Now let's start the tour. The fourth industrial revolution is upon us, and the digital transformation is no longer an easy proposition, nor does it arise from a single source. What it needs is a blend of solutions. We have discussed the concept of connected chemical enterprise earlier. Let's take a look how this works in practice. Let me bring my colleague, Mr. Vivek, for you. Vivek ji.
Hi Amit.
Hello sir. Good noon.
Good. So just to look into this concept, let me just go through the attributes of a chemical enterprise. So as today we are talking of chemical industry, let us look at the chemical industry. So in chemical industry, Rockwell has strategic alliances which are essential for digital transformation, and this is how Rockwell makes them work for the customers. So we have strategic alliance with various companies like AT&T and Microsoft on the IT layer, with Cisco on the security layer, and on the OT layer we have alliance with IND, Pandit, Fanuc, and our own partner network, which consists of our distributors and our RCSIs who have domain experts and who help our customers by delivering the solutions that are required from their side. And the main benefit our customers get is that strategic alliance with global leaders like Cisco, PTC, E&H and Microsoft. They are leaders in their own domain, and they provide solutions and services which are complementary, and we can integrate all of them together, and they are all committed to open industry standards which help the customer in integration. Okay. Now just let us look at few of the customers who have been able to have tangible benefits while working with Rockwell. So these are the key attributes. So let us first look at the attribute like maximizing production. So an industrial lubricant manufacturer, they were able to increase their production capacity by 28% by increasing the throughput and removing the manual process with automated process. The other aspect, that is increasing asset utilization, we have an example of BASF Catalyst, who were able to increase their production by deploying a solution which was complying to ISA 88 standards, and it was a DCS which upgraded their aging infrastructure. In the aspect of improving operational flexibility, we have the example of a chemical or agricultural producer who was able to increase his productivity by 166% by leveraging on a flexible batch processing. Also, we have example of a global agricultural chemical producer who was able to reduce the rework by 5% and the batch time by 10% by providing IS solution which provided visibility into the production process and was able to reduce the time for implementing the changes. So we have the example of Seco Petrochemicals, who were able to reduce variability by implementing model predictive control solution, which helped them in increasing their capacity by 4% and consistency by 35%. So these are few of the examples which basically give us an insight on Rockwell's know-how of a chemical industry and how various customers have been able to gain tangible benefits out of the solutions provided by Rockwell. Now, looking into the key aspects which are there for this industry based on the inputs received from various consultants. So what we see is that a lot of investment is happening to end plastic waste, and a lot of customers are pursuing new product growth or service for revenue growth. Also, a lot of customers are looking at optimizing the asset utilization. They are also looking at how they ease the compliance and provide efficiency and agility in the batch production management. The other important aspect which has become very much relevant in today's scenario is remote access in this COVID times, so that they are able to operate their plant efficiently with minimum manpower. So how Rockwell can help in these aspects is the three main pillars are our DCS system, a model productive control, and our convergent plant-wide Ethernet network, which follows the security aspects. Also, we provide the full range of services, which basically starts from the feasibility and conceptual study and goes up to the upgrade and migration. So all the different aspects which are there throughout the product life cycle, for that Rockwell provides the services. Few of the customers who have been able to get benefit out of it, some I have already discussed with them. Few other logos are mentioned over here who have been working with Rockwell, and they have been able to gain a lot of benefit out of the KPIs that they had decided that they would be achieving. So this just gives an introduction of what we know about the chemical industry and how we have been working with global leaders and helping them on this journey.
Thank you. Excellent introduction, Vivekji. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Amit. Thanks.
Now, to begin with, let's focus on manufacturing and on the data that is getting generated. Let's move to manufacturing area. Hey, hi. Now we are into plant area, and I have lot of things, very interesting things to show you. Let me call our subject matter expert, Vijay Bhatt over here. Hey, hi Vijay.
Hey Amit, how are you?
Great.
Okay, so we have been talking about the mobility. To demonstrate that concept, we have a QR code out here. So what I'll do is I'm going to scan the QR code.
Okay.
And you can see that we have the screen available.
Okay.
We can see that this is the mimic screen that's available out here. I can start the machine right here.
From your tab?
Yes, from my tab. Okay, it goes with the countdown and machine is ready to go.
Great.
So this is the concept of mobility we have been talking about, and we are actually demonstrating it, that just having a tablet in hand, I can operate a machine, I can get the screen, and I can operate it.
Wow.
Using a QR code concept.
Fantastic.
Here. We can do much more things. Let me take to the next machine and show you the remote capabilities also. Please. Let's go.
Yes, Vijay?
So Amit, let me show you the power of remote connectivity here. We have an RFID scanner here. Okay. And I have a maintenance access and an operator access.
Okay.
Now, based on the access that is given to the person, we can access the machine which is at some different location.
Correct.
And use a different machine HMI out here also.
Okay.
So I have an operator access, I scan it, and you can see that I have an HMI available of a different machine here. I can start stop. Yes. I can start stop it. I'll first, reset it, and I'm going to start it. Now the countdown begins and machine will start shortly. You can see the machine is now ready to run. I can also stop the machine right from here. Just by issuing a stop command, I can stop the machine also. Okay. Yep. So the machine is stopped. So this is the power of remote connectivity.
Is there anything installed here?
There is nothing installed here. It's a zero client. There is no software. There is no license into it. And it is very much safe. It is end-to-end encrypted. And if you have this infrastructure available at home, you can access it right from your home also.
Oh, great. That's fantastic.
Wonderful. So this is not enough. I'm just going to show you something more. Let me take you to the next kit. Okay. So here we have a machine. And now I'll show you the concept of augmented reality. So what I'm going to do is I'm accessing this machine. So now here we show the power of the augmented reality. So I can scan this whole machine, and you can see that we have different gauges available which talks about the different parameters of this machine. So if we have a new operator or new trainee and we want to train him on various aspects to locate the different parts of this machine, we can also do that. Like I can go to the mixing tank here. I can select and go to the agitator here. I can also go and see where the feeding pump lies. So he can see the location of different equipments in the machine using the augmented reality. So that's the strength, the power of the augmented reality concept.
Great, Vijay. Thanks a lot. Thank you for that insight.
Most welcome. Thank you.
So now what you have seen is the power of mobility, remote connectivity, and the security. For that, I have a subject matter expert, Vikas, for us. Vikas.
Yeah. Hello, Amit.
Hi, Vikas.
Yeah. So today we are going to show you the integration of plant pH DCS with one of our process kit.
Okay.
We are basically having different third-party instrument like ENH instrument. So I will just open this one of the screen. So basically through integration we are able to get all the diagnostic data. Then also we can have the remote maintenance. Like in this case, we can do a heartbeat test. So that will run a test on the different components of its like coil and the transmitter, etc. And then we'll generate a report.
Oh, it's an instrument health.
Yeah. So we can remotely monitor a instrument health. Okay. Then further we can have integration with power components like VFD. Like in this case.
Okay.
This is our 5-to-5 drive where on the pump. Then next we have the integration with the overload relay.
Overload relay.
Yeah. So this is the integration with power components. Similarly, we have also installed a condition monitoring system on pump and the agitator. So I will just start the batch.
Okay.
So we have basically we can monitor different parameters from the condition monitoring system. So I can just I will just open the trend page where we can see the vibration parameters for different base frequency, etc. So this is basically the integration part for the plant pH DCS with the various equipments. So let me touch upon a next topic, that is a security aspect. So basically cyber security is a very important aspect whenever there is a integration between IT and OT layer. So I will just showcase that how Rockwell is going to have a defense in depth approach to maintain the cyber security compliance. So basically we are having our controller that are SIP security enabled. So where the unauthorized access is disabled. So if anyone have the access to the panel and then try to change the mode of the controller, then there will be a alarm detected and that will be logged, and that shows to the operator that there has been a security breach and unauthorized access has been done.
Great.
So I will just reset it. Similarly, at the network level side, so at the switch level, unused ports are already disabled.
Okay.
So whenever there is a unauthorized access, so if I try to use this cable to access the live port, so if anyone try to access through the live port, then also we get the security breach, because only the authorized system can access through this.
Only
switch.
authorized person will get access.
Yes.
You have lot of instruments, lot of power control devices, lot of condition monitoring hardware. These are generating huge amount of data. Where this data going?
So this data is going to this industrial data center, where we have implemented the virtual environment. So basically we are logging all the historical data and all the SCADA control, etc. on this virtual environment.
Great.
So let me just guide you to the command center. Yeah, so this is our command center, where basically we are having a video wall where the data is coming from different plant sections. Like you have seen the process skid, and then next is the HMI from pick and place, and then the IoT platform. So basically this is a tile view where I can have the data from different plant section, and then I can select. If I want to go to the different screen, then I can select one of the screen and it will explode.
Oh wow.
So next I will again change it to the tile view. So I can select different plant section and then I can operate it. So let us sit and then have the demo on plant pH DCS.
Sure.
Yeah, please have a seat. So let me just change tile view to my DCS demo. So I will just yeah. So this is a chemical demo for our plant PX DCS.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how a typical chemical plant will look, having the different areas like starting from the raw material handling. Then we have the prep tank area.
Correct.
Next we have the product storage.
Storage.
And then in the we have a batch process in the reactors.
Reactor area.
Yeah.
Correct.
Other components like dryer and then the tank area.
farm.
Yeah. And then next in the separation area we have the continuous process. So
Correct.
let me just go through, take an example of batch process. So in our plant PX DCS we are having S88 compliance batch solution.
Okay.
So this is example of a reactor where basically we are having a status of different phases. These are different phases of reactor. So I will just go to the detail of a batch overview where I can monitor the batch running on a reactor. So
Okay.
I can have the option to create a new batch where basically I can select a recipe from the master recipe database. So in Rockwell, similarly, we have solution for integrated safety. We can provide a seal level controller
Great.
for system where we require the integrated safety. So that's all I have for this chemical plant DCS demo.
Oh, great. Great, Vikas. Thank you for your demonstration. So now, let me bring an expert on the analytics to explain us how on our DCS the analytics solutions are going to work. So subject matter expert with us is Anshu.
Hi Amit.
Hi Anshu. What do you have for us today?
Okay, so let me demonstrate the analytics part.
Sure.
Okay, so starting with the analytics, the first device, as you can see, the first dashboard talks about the overall health of all the hardware connected to that particular system.
All.
Yes, all. Everything which is connected and communicating over Ethernet IP.
Okay.
So as you can see that this particular device, it can handle up to 100 items or 100 devices.
Okay.
This particular device has currently 53 devices connected.
Okay. Correct.
And if you want to further monitor the health of all the devices connected to it, you can click on any of the devices which are listed over here, as you can see that. So this one, for example, it talks about the L85E controller, which is basically a L8 series control logics controller. So you can see the information brings to it, controller utilization, messaging utilization, I/O utilization, and there is a feature, wherein you can filter in for any of the particular devices. For example, there is another controller which gives you another set of data like a control logics L72 controller, wherein the information is collected like free I/O memory, free logic memory, total CPU,
Great.
idle CPU.
Great.
And not just that, it also has another set of devices like Ethernet switches. So you can see that.
Okay.
When it comes to different type of devices, the analytics, slightly varies. Say for instance, in case of a static switch, the information it provides is like bandwidth utilization,
Yeah,
the total
correct.
bandwidth utilization, and the internal temperature
Temperature of the switch?
of the switch,
Okay.
which can come very handy specifically for the maintenance personnel.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
And not just that, it also has a feature of providing you the action decks. So when I say action decks, so whenever there is an issue with a particular device connected to that diagnostic setup, so you can see that the diagnostic condition detected for all the devices which needs
Some attention.
some attention from
Okay,
the
okay.
personnel are very clearly listed over here. In addition to that, there is a feature called vote down and vote up. Say if you find this particular fault or action deck is not relevant to your system,
Okay.
so you can just vote it down, and the moment you vote it down 3 times,
It's move out?
it just moves out and it will not appear it over here again.
Okay.
So this was just a quick overview, a glimpse of the device analytics or the information related to device analytics, which basically brings the health related information of all the hardware connected to a system.
Correct, correct.
Now let's move on to the next topic, which is basically the predictive analytics part.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to the predictive analytics, so as you can see that this particular demo, it talks about a series of connected pumps,
Okay.
right? And this particular demo, I mean, it's based on predictive analytics, and it also implements the machine learning model, right? Which brings the advantage of predictive analytics.
Okay.
So as you can see that, I mean, this main dashboard or the home page, I mean, it talks about all the pumps connected to that particular demo, and it provides you a quick glimpse about the model number, the serial number, and the analytics related to it, like the mean time between failure,
Correct, correct.
its availability, and it also provides you the alerts whenever there is a low discharge value. So when I say low discharge, I mean the assumption over there in this particular demo is, so whenever there is a the discharge pressure is too low,
Correct.
it triggers an alert to the user,
Absolutely, absolutely.
right? And if you want to further drill down and find out much more information about any of the particular pumps,
Correct,
say
correct,
for
correct.
example this one, pump C, is having some alert, and if you want to find out the analytics about this particular pump C, so you can see that the moment you open the detailed page on analytics about this, so you can see that, I mean, there are different type of tabs available. The first one is the SPC view,
Okay.
statistical process control view,
Correct.
wherein you can have the vibration related data, right? The X bar chart, the R chart for all the parameters. And not just that, you can also have live monitoring, right, for all the critical parameters like vibration, seal flow rate, pump jacket temperature, pump current, right? So the parameters are plotted over a graph, and then
This is right now real time?
Yeah,
As
this
well as
is-
a historian also I can have.
exactly. So this one is the real time, and when it comes to the streaming analytics, it provides you the raw incoming data streaming analytics, wherein you can find out the min, max, mean of all the critical parameters,
Correct.
and not just that, I mean the standard deviation from the normal values, and not just for one parameter, for all the parameters like current, seal flow rate, jacket temperature, vibration. All you have to do is just click on any of the tabs and you can monitor that.
Anshu, what you are describing right now
Yeah.
is a pump model.
Right.
Would it be implemented for a compressor or a reactor or some kind of an...
Sure, why not? So the same model or concept can be applied to any of the assets,
Okay.
whether it is manufacturing area or process control area. So
Wow.
the same concept of machine learning can be applied over there.
Fantastic.
Right.
Great.
So now let's move on to the next topic, or I mean the next part of this particular demo, which is the most important one, which is the predictive analytics part.
Okay.
So as you can see that this particular dashboard, it talks about, this basically utilizes the machine learning model, right? Wherein you can see that, I mean, it plots a bubble graph for the actual results as well as the predicted results,
Okay.
right? So bigger the size of the bubble, more number of data points. And you can see that, I mean, the metrics it uses to predict that model, I mean, all the major ones like Pearson correlation coefficient, and root mean square error value, root mean square normalized, and R square adjusted. So you can see that, I mean, the root mean square value, or rather Pearson correlation coefficient value, it is close to +1.
Okay.
So that
okay.
shows the confidence, I mean, how good that particular model is.
So this is plotted on the data we have available in our plant.
Exactly. And you can see that, I mean, the accuracy level, I mean, it is 99.96% accurate.
That's amazing.
Right. So that was a quick glimpse about the predictive analytics, referring to a demo.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks, Anshu. This is a great demonstration. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So now you have seen the analytics part. Now let's move to a virtual reality section. Hey, hi Farhan.
Hi.
You're supposed to be in factory.
So we'll go together.
Is it?
Yeah, let's go inside our factory.
You are about to enter the only staging and development facility in India. Here, engineer solutions which are supplied to domestic as well as international customers. This facility is spread over 48,000 square feet and employs about 250 people. This facility offers engineering, staging and testing of process automation panels. On the first floor of our Sahibabad facility, we have the engineering center. Here, over 100 engineers carry out design and development of project deliverables. Here we also have an adequate development lab, where we develop prototypes to demonstrate our technical expertise on Rockwell products and solutions. To enable our engineers to develop customer-centric solutions, this lab is equipped with the complete Rockwell product portfolio. The main panel assembly area is spread across 5,700 square feet of the ground floor. It is capable of delivering 150 cabinets at any given point of time. This facility also offers total capacity of 2,500 cabinets per annum. The entire assembly and wiring activities are carried out by highly skilled workforce following RA Global Workmanship Standards. Our panel staging facility is spread across 2,800 square feet on the ground floor. Here we can stage 1,200 cabinets per year for integrated testing and demonstration of complete system to our customers. On the ground floor, we also have the Local Solution Center, or the LSC. It is an advanced panel shop designed for fast-track delivery of pre-configured standard drive panels. We are able to support our customers with a target delivery cycle of 7 to 22 business days. The LSC is spread across 2,000 square feet. It has dedicated meeting rooms for visiting customers.
Great, Farhan. This is a fantastic tour. What an innovative ways to showcase our strength in the digitization. Thank you, Farhan. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Can we use this technology in our maintenance and repair? Let's check with Vijay how he can help us.
As you see that we are getting a guided instructions to first remove the front top cover by removing the 4 screws. Next we'll check the DC bus voltage. It has to be 0 volt at the guided location. Third thing is that we will disconnect the jumpers to ensure that the jumpers have been removed and isolated with the system. Then we'll remove the capacitor cover. We can see the location of the screws which has to be removed to remove the cover cap. Then we will carefully unplug the power terminals, as you can see here, it is highlighted. Then we will remove the fan assembly. You can see the screws for it, how we have to remove them. Okay, it shows the location also. Then we will remove the human interface module. So it shows the location of the screws. So once the HIM is removed, then we can access to the power interface board. We find the location of the screws and connectors which are to be removed, and once they are done, we can remove the power interface board, faulty power interface board in the drive, and then reverse the process or place the new power interface board on the drive.
Thank you for being our privileged guest and showing interest in this walkthrough. It was a lovely experience demonstrating you what we are passionate about. We look forward to partnering with you.